Hey everybody, it's Jayce, and today I'm going to be covering the SB Dunk Low Court Purples. I'm going to be talking about the resale predictions at the end. I'm also going to be covering all of the special details about the colors and the materials, fitment, and the comfort of this sneaker, and what kind of changes they have made with these ones compared to some of the other SB Dunks in the past. And as always, if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. I do drop videos like this every Thursday, so make sure that you stay tuned. Now without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright guys, so we finally have it, the Court Purple SB Dunk Low. We first saw this colorway come out in 2018 for the Air Jordan 1 Court Purple 1.0, and then last year for 2020 we saw the 2.0, which I do have a couple pairs right here. And what's it telling me? It's gonna explain why the resale predictions are gonna be the way that they are at the end, and make sure to stick around. Alright, great. For this colorway, you are going to see a very classic black, white, and court purple. Now, starting with the black, I love the way that they color block this with the vamp, with the upper eyelets, as well as the sock liner, the ankle collar, and the swoosh. All of these black panels are going to give this shoe a nice outline and really helps define the shape of the shoe when you're looking at it visually. And then the next really cool thing is if you look at the white everywhere, it is very pronounced. And as I always say in a lot of my videos, I love seeing white on a sneaker because it gives a lot of visual balance to the sneaker. So you'll see that all over the toe box, you'll see that on the outsole, and you'll also see that on the lateral and medial side quarter panels. Now we get to the court purple. You will see that all over the upper eye stays, traveling all the way to the ankle counter, to the other side. And then when you look at the bottom, the whole outsole is going to be that court purple with a nice hit of that black Nike SB logo on the middle section. So anyways, getting to the materials, most of the upper is going to be your usual kind of medium pebbled leather. It is quite stiff for some of the sections like the vamp, and you're going to find a slightly softer version on the toe box and the quarter panels. I wouldn't say it's the best material, and then as usual with the tongue, it is going to be your woven nylon. Alongside the sock liner, you're going to have cotton polymer laces, and as usual, you are going to have that polyurethane outsole, which over time will yellow and it's going to give you that worn-in look that so many people like right now. And as usual for the sole, you are going to have a Zoom Air sole unit. Now for me, one of the big standout features for the design of this sneaker is it appears that Nike SB has kind of redesigned the toe box a little bit. So if you actually look at the rest of the edges for all of the different panels, they are raw edges, meaning that they are unfinished and you can see what the material looks like. But for the toe box, it appears that they have reinforced it with additional stitching, and they have actually wrapped the piece of leather around. And it also appears that they reshaped the toe box so that it isn't as tall anymore. As you can tell, the toe box looks a little more bubbly this time. I absolutely love how this sneaker looks visually balanced. It is very clean looking. As I said before, it is pretty stealthy with little details like the Nike stitched in black on top of a black leather accent piece, and that contrasts with the way that they did the black and white logo here. Some of the other standout features is there's almost like this microfiber interior, which is also in a court purple, along with the Zoom Air insole, which I think are all really nice little subtle details that Nike really didn't have to do because most of the time you're not going to see it. But I do appreciate those little details, and above all else, this was my entry into the J-Pack lineup for the SB Dunks. I am looking to get the Chicagos and the Pine Greens and all of the other colorways eventually, so I'm definitely pretty excited. So now we get to the fitment and comfort for these J-Pack Court Purple SB Dunk Lows. I am 9.5, and they pretty much fit perfectly. They're not too roomy, but they're also not so narrow to the point where it feels like my feet are being squished like it was in the earlier 9.5s that I had back then in the blue box era, for example. Now in terms of comfort, like I said, they redesigned the toe box so that it's a lot lower. For me, I really prefer that in terms of comfort. It feels like my foot's not moving around as much. Nike really got the fitment right this time around, and with their use of the materials and the way they kind of did that extra bolstering right here, you really do feel stable wearing these sneakers. And I absolutely love how for the underside of the tongue, it almost uses like this microfiber material, so it does not irritate the top of your foot. The one thing I'll say is that I wish they used a smoother material for the sides, because the liner on the inside, starting from the quarter panel all the way in, is kind of like this rougher, almost woven felt material. And now finally we get to the resale predictions. These sneakers are currently going for around 300 to 350 on places like StockX. Because it's a J-Pack, if we look at past trends like the Chicagos or the Shadows, they have steadily climbed up to the 400s, and some of them are even in the 500, 600 range like the Chicagos. Another piece of information that I also want to give is that I do have those court purples. I have a couple pairs, and all of these have steadily climbed since they came out last year, from 270 all the way up to, I've been seeing as high as 400 to 450 in my size. So I would definitely say that if you are gonna try to buy these to resell, or if you do want to cop a personal pair, you definitely should probably do yourself a favor and cop them at some point before the prices start going up, because I really do think that because of how clean these are and that it is still that court purple colorway. And honestly, it's kind of in between the Core Purple 1.0 and 2.0, where I think it's a good middle ground between the amount of black and purple that it has. In my opinion, it's a lot cleaner than something like the Core Purple 2.0s, and it doesn't have so much black like the 1.0s that I think these are going to be a lot more wearable for most people. So that is another reason why I think that these are going to slowly start going up in price. So definitely want to cop a pair soon. For an investment, I definitely think that these are a good hold. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna do it for this SB Dunk Low Court Purple sneaker review. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these sneakers. What's your favorite part of the design? Do you agree with my resale predictions? Do you think they're gonna go up? As always, keep it laced here on this channel with your boy Jayce. I always try to bring the most amount of valuable sneaker content to you every Thursday, so make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell notification so that you do get notified ASAP when I do drop videos like these. And as always, support your local businesses, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.